I have one really simple rule for trying to decide if black or white windows are the right choice for your interior, and I'm going to share that with you today. Black windows have really come up in popularity over the last few years, and for obvious reasons. It's nice to have something other than white, but not all circumstances really warrant black windows. Here's the thing. Black is the heaviest color, and so our eyes are naturally drawn to it. They go to anything black in the room first because they often offer a lot of contrast to otherwise light and bright spaces. Let's look at this photo here. You'll automatically notice how your eye probably goes to this black framed window, right? There's not a lot of other black things in the room except for this stove and hood vent feature over here. So that's why your eye naturally goes to this black window. And it looks nice. The frames are thin. This is not an overly heavy window in its feeling, but you still notice it. Compare that with this photo here. And what do you notice first? Probably the TV and the fireplace, right? Because those are big black items. But then do you find that your eye naturally drifts outside and you say, oh, wow, that's a beautiful view. Your eye is not being taken to the window itself. And so this is the rule. If you want black windows and you're thinking about it, if the way to decide whether or not it's the right thing to do is, do you have a nice view? That's what I do. I literally do that. I mean, I have black windows because I live in the city and I look out my windows and all I see is small houses, my neighbors all crammed in together. So there's really not a great view out there. So I chose black windows with the grills, the simulated dividing lights to make it look like it's not just one pane of glass. And I love that. It also works really well with our sort of industrial themed house and when it was built, and we're in a very urban setting, so it works. But if I had a beautiful view and I wanted the eye to go outside, if I wanted to be drawn outside like this picture, then I would choose white windows with light colored walls. That way your eye naturally goes outside and it brings that outside in. If you want the windows themselves to be the focal point and the design feature, and you don't necessarily want people looking outside to what's beyond, then black windows are a really great option for that because they can enhance the style of your room and be an actual feature, right? And that's where it's more appropriate almost in many cases to include, if you're thinking about having the grill lines in the windows, it works really well with black windows because then the window itself, again, is more of a feature versus when you have a beautiful view like this, adding grill marks into it, even if they're white, is just detracting from that view. And so if you're going to take in the view, then make them white frames and don't put any of the grills in them. And that way you'll bring that outside in. Anyway, hope this was helpful and I'll see you in the next video.